Apple sells simplicity and style, not phones. Rolex sells status, not watches. Lego sells creativity, not toys. Nike sells motivation, not shoes. Amazon sells convenience, not products. And Tesla sells the future, not cars. That's why if you want to become a successful brand, you should sell emotions, not just products or services. Here are 8 rules to not screw up your daughter. 1. Let her feel her emotions. Don't invalidate them, shame them, or try to fix them. 2. Love her mother well. Your relationship is the model for how she will expect a woman to be treated. 3. Never underestimate the importance of a girl's father. 4. Take every opportunity to tell her that she is enough. She is heading into a world designed to convince her that she isn't. 5. When she wants your attention, give it to her. Don't give her any reason to question whether she's worthy of her father's attention. 6. Pursue her heart. Be interested in what she cares about. Ask her questions and listen when she talks. 7. Learn to speak the language of emotion. Your logic means nothing when she's upset. 8. Accept that sometimes just listening is the solution. Your problem-solving brain will thank you, and so will your daughter. The mission is to inspire and improve people's lives. Join us on our journey.
3 things a man needs from his woman, not 20, not 50, just 3 things. Let me explain. Number 1, be his peace, not his stress. Now let me break this down. We're out there every day, fighting battles, at work, in life, wherever. And when we come home, we don't want to be battling there too. Home should be where we recharge. So bring some calmness, bring some grace, a little understanding. You do that and watch him start opening up, starting to relax around you. I'm telling you, that's how it works. Number 2, y'all, respect. Yes, ma'am, I said it. Men gotta feel respected. It's in our DNA. And I don't just mean lip service, I mean show it. When you trust our decisions, believe in our leadership, you make us feel like we can take on the whole world. But look, we know we gotta earn it too. All right, so we step up, we put in the work. And number 3, intimacy. Now this isn't just about physical stuff. No, we wanna feel wanted, appreciated. So when you put in that little extra effort, let me tell you, we feel that love and we love you even more for it. If you agree, drop 100, then hit the follow button, because this account is for you.
The strongest relationships are the ones that start over. Let me explain. When things fall apart, it's easy to walk away, but restarting takes real courage. It's not about pretending nothing happened. It's about acknowledging the mistakes and deciding to rebuild. Relationships lose their spark when trust fades or when communication stops. But here's the thing. If 2 people are willing to fight for it, anything can be fixed. Starting over means learning to forgive not just your partner, but yourself too. It's about rekindling the friendship, reigniting the passion, and building a new foundation. You can't go back to the way things were, but you can create something even stronger, something based on lessons learned and mutual respect. The truth is, restarting isn't weakness, it's growth. It's saying, I see your flaws and I'm still choosing you. It's hard work, but the best things in life always are. So if you're considering the restart, don't let fear stop you. Believe in second chances, and if this hit home, drop 100 and hit that follow. Let's build better connections together.
7 things you shouldn't do too much. 1. If you speak too much, you will lie. 2. If you think too much, you will be depressed. 3. If you cry too much, you will lose your sight. 4. If you care too much, you will be taken for granted. 5. If you trust too much, you will be betrayed. 6. If you work too much, you will die of stress. 7. If you make up too much, you will lose your beauty. Don't be too much, because that too much can hurt you so much. Did you know that women need at least 1 hug a day to maintain their health? Scientific studies have shown that women should be hugged as often as possible. Hugs lower blood pressure, support heart health, and can boost the immune system. Hugging a loved one releases dopamine and serotonin. Hug the women who matter to you. They will be healthier and happier.
8 rules to become dangerous. Number 1. When you speak with someone, try to see your reflection in the other person's eyes. This will make you appear more imposing. Number 2. When someone else is speaking, listen. When you speak, make sure they listen. Number 3. In moments of chaos, remain calm. Thanks to the clarity of your mind, you will be the winner. Number 4. If you are insulted, don't get upset. Just silently look that person in the eyes, and they will notice your power. Number 5. Smile with your eyes, more than with your mouth. Number 6. Never answer immediately. Take a few seconds and respond accurately. Silence is power. Number 7. Walk with your shoulders back and spine straight. That shows comfort. Number 8. Speak more slowly. This is a sign of confidence and assurance. Drop a 100 if you listen this far.
There are only 2 people in this world that you need to make proud. It's not your mum. It's not your dad. Not your husband. Not your wife. Not your kids. It's the 8-year-old version of you. And the 80-year-old version of you. If those 2 people are happy with the way you lived your life, it means you did everything right. 7 things in life you need to understand. 1. If past lovers can remain just friends, it's either they are still in love or they never were. 2. The people who get upset with each other over the stupidest things are usually the ones who care the most. 3. If a person always tries to help and support others, it's likely that no one can imagine how often they themselves need help and support. 4. Many people lose out on good relationships because they listen to a friend's toxic advice. 5. True love is when someone appreciates you for who you are. Fake love is when someone tries to change you into their perfect ideal. 6. The most difficult battles are often fought within ourselves. 7. Happiness is not found in the pursuit of perfection, but in the acceptance of imperfection. You came naked. You will leave naked. You arrive weak. You will leave weak. You came without money and things. You will leave even without money and things. This is life. So why so much malice? So much envy? So much hate? So much resentment? And so much selfishness? Be kind to everyone and do good deeds. We have limited time on earth. Don't waste it in your uselessness.
Did you know there's an island in the U.S. that doesn't allow cars? This is Mackinac Island in Michigan. And in 1898, they banned all cars because they were scaring the horses. Today, the main mode of transport is still horse and carriage. And yes, that's even how Amazon packages get delivered. Being car-free in such a car-centric country makes Mackinac Island very unique. Look at how fast food companies fool you with their marketing to promote their products. Pizza companies use nuts, bolts, and artificial glue to make their pizza look cheesy and delicious, even though it's not like that in real life. That's not all. Glue and various chemicals are used to make the chocolate and choco lava cake ads look more appetizing and creamy, but it's not in real life. And beer companies, they actually use soap in their beer glasses to create a thick and stable foam, as normal beer foam disappears quickly.
Disappear for 63 days and do these 6 things to become unrecognizable. 1. Don't be on social media for more than 15 minutes a day. 2. Spend at least 1 hour learning a new skill. 3. Eliminate all excuses. Work out for 1 hour every day. 4. Meditate for 10 minutes each day. 5. Read 10 pages a day. 6. Be asleep by 10 p.m. and up by 5 a.m. If you accept this challenge, then comment ready.
If you choose a working woman, you have to accept that she can't handle the house full time. If you choose a housewife who can take care of you and manage the home completely, you need to accept that she doesn't make money. If you choose a submissive woman, you must accept that she depends on you. If you choose to be with a brave woman, you must accept that she is tough and has thoughts of her own. If you choose a beautiful woman, you have to accept that she has expenses too. If you choose to be with a great woman, you must accept that she is tough and firm. No woman is perfect. A woman has her own good thing that defines who she is and makes her unique. Drop a 100 in the comment if you agree.
Here are the 6 Japanese techniques to overcome laziness. Number 1. Ikigai. Discover your purpose in life. Find something that makes you want to wake up each day because your purpose fuels you. Number 2. Kaizen. Focus on small improvements each day instead of trying to do everything at once. Number 3. The Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes without distractions. Take a break for 5 minutes and then repeat. It's a great way to get more done in less time. Number 4. Harahachibu. Don't stuff yourself with food. When you're 80% full, stop eating. This will increase your energy. Number 5. Shoshin. Approach every task like a beginner with the same curiosity as if you were doing it for the first time. Number 6. Wabi-sabi. Embrace imperfection instead of stress over every little detail. Taking action is better than waiting for perfection, because it is often unattainable. Drop a 100 if this video helped you in some way. This question is deep, but tell me, if you turned your phone off and didn't contact anybody for a week, who would be looking for you?
When you buy a used car, you will have to pay for all the damages caused by the previous owner. The previous owners will always remember the car when they see you drive it. They will tell their friends how they have driven the car up to 2,000 miles. And they will tell their community how many years they have been riding that car. They will never forget how they used the car until they got tired and sold it to another owner who used it and sold it to other users until it got turned. Remember, previous users can still have access to the car. My advice for you is to get a new car and enjoy a first-hand premium package. Decode the message. Be wise. You will never hear my voice again, but if you do, congratulations. You are growing every day.
5 of the world's wisest laws. 1. Murphy's Law. The more you fear something, the more likely it is to happen. 2. Kydlin's Law. If you write down a problem clearly and specifically, you have solved half of it. 3. Gilbert's Law. When you take on a task, finding the best way to achieve the desired result is always your responsibility. 4. Wilson's Law. If you prioritize intelligence and knowledge, wealth and success will always follow. 5. Law of Attraction. The more you focus on your desires, the more they will gravitate to you. In order to be born, you needed 2 parents, 4 grandparents, 8 great-grandparents, 16 great-great-grandparents, 32 third-great-grandparents, 64 fourth-great-grandparents, 128 fifth-great-grandparents, 256 sixth-great-grandparents, 512 seventh-great-grandparents, 1,024 eighth-great-grandparents, and 2,048 ninth-great-grandparents. Over the past 12 generations, spanning approximately 400 years, you needed a total of 4,094 ancestors to come into existence. We are the result of thousands of lives, choices, and sacrifices that came before us. This reminds us how precious and unique our existence is. A gift shaped by generations of ancestors. Honor their legacy by living with purpose and gratitude.
7 questions to ask your mom before it's too late. Number 1. What's your happiest memory of us? Number 2. What was the first year of motherhood like for you? Number 3. Is there anything about our family's history you've kept a secret? Number 4. What's the nicest thing I've ever done for you? Number 5. What do you want or wish most for your kids? Number 6. What have been the best and worst parts about getting older? Number 7. What's one thing you want me to always remember after you're gone? If you're not following, you're probably never going to see us again. If you are, then congratulations. You're on a journey of continuous growth.
Keep this in mind. If you have food in your fridge, clothes on your body, a roof over your head and a place to sleep, you're richer than 75% of people in the world. If you have money to spend as you wish and freedom to go anywhere you want, you're among the top 18% of the world's wealthiest people. Furthermore, if you're alive today with more health than illness, you're more blessed than the million people who will not survive this week. Lastly, if you can read and understand this message, you're more fortunate than the 3 billion people who cannot see, cannot read, and cannot access the knowledge and information that surrounds us. Life is not for complaining about pain and sorrows. It's about prioritizing the countless other reasons to be grateful and happy.
It took me 6 years to learn this, but I will teach it to you in 1 minute. 1. Life doesn't wait for you to be okay. Get up every day and keep pushing through. 2. Ensure you take good care of yourself. If anything happens to you, the world will move on. 3. If you don't work to build your own life, someone will hire you and give you purpose. 4. Work in silence. Celebrate in private. Be silent. 5. Don't regret your past. Just learn from it and improve. 6. Nobody cares. Work hard to get better each day. 7. Free yourself from society's advice. Most of them have zero idea of what they're doing. 8. Master your emotions. A calm mind can handle any situation. 9. If you find someone better than you, don't compete. Instead, work together. 10. You're at peace with yourself when you mind your business.
7 things you should do before 7 a.m. 1. Drink water first thing in the morning. 2. Stay away from your phone. 3. Work out for 30 minutes. 4. Meditate for 30 minutes. 5. Read 10 pages in a self-improvement book. 6. Set goals for the day and plan to work accordingly. 7. Take a shower before you eat. If you've made it this far, drop a 100 in the comments.
The best way to keep a prisoner from escaping is to make sure he never knows he is in prison. In 60 seconds, I will teach you the 8 most powerful, dark psychological secrets about people. 1. When someone looks surprised for more than 3 seconds, they're definitely not being real. 2. If a person laughs a lot, even at silly things, they feel lonely inside. 3. If a person always tries to help and support others, it's likely that no one can even imagine how often they themselves need that support, but they are not used to sharing their problems with others. 4. When you're sad, you feel that everyone around you is happy. 5. If a person constantly tries to stand out, it's likely that they were not loved enough or given enough attention in the past. 6. If you want someone to tell the truth, get them to laugh. 7. If a person is often aggressive, it means they have strong internal pain that they hide within themselves. 8. If a person stays quiet in a large group of people, they are likely mentally strong. They know that a wise person listens more and speaks less, so they value their words.
Here are the 6 habits of people with high IQ. 1. They talk to themselves. Talking to yourself helps you think better and solve problems more easily. 2. They have a great sense of humor. Enjoying jokes and funny things can make you more creative and better at handling difficult situations. 3. They like solitude. Spending time alone helps you think deeply and learn more about yourself. 4. They are open-minded. Being open-minded means you're willing to consider new ideas, which can help you solve problems and come up with new things. 5. They have high observation skills. Noticing and understanding things well can help you make better decisions and understand the world around you. 6. They do not complain. They produce solutions instead of just talking about problems. Focusing on solutions helps you be more proactive and make positive changes.
Most people do not want to hear this, but a real lasting relationship requires a lot of tolerance. You have to accept that the other person is not perfect. Disappointments, pains, and irritations are inevitable. The question is whether you are ready to face the ups and downs together, because that's it. Loving is recognizing that the other person has flaws, weaknesses, moments of doubt, just like you. Loving is embracing their imperfections, seeing beyond the arguments, misunderstandings, and mistakes, and realizing that perfection does not exist in relationships. But there is beauty in the efforts to stay together. It's about learning to forgive, communicate, and grow together. Loving is a choice to stay, to fight, to build something strong and beautiful, even when it's difficult. The devil is not attacking you because you are weak. The devil is attacking because you are a threat, because there is something valuable inside you. Remember, thieves never break into empty houses, so don't you ever give up, because the tide is about to turn in your favor. God knows you're tired. He knows you're trying. And He's preparing you for a breakthrough, an opportunity to step into the financial freedom you've been working toward.
Wise words from celebrities that will finally wake you up. Johnny Depp, the worst prison in the world, is a home without peace. Be careful who you marry or fall in love with. Jason Statham, I just want to work hard, make money, eat with good people, and love the same woman over and over again. Paul Walker, someone is in the hospital right now, praying for the opportunity you have. Don't you dare go to bed depressed. Thank God for your blessings. Bradley Cooper, travel and don't tell anyone. Live a true love story and don't tell anyone. Live happily and don't tell anyone. People ruin beautiful things. Leonardo DiCaprio, my mother once told me that a person who values you would never put themselves in a position to lose you. Aubrey Drake, you can't talk about life goals in front of people who don't have the same desire and vision as you. Now I ask you, are you happy with where you are in life at this moment? Don't live a life just sitting there doing nothing, which you will later regret. Always seek to learn something new. Knowledge is the key to opening doors you didn't even know existed.
3 mistakes you should never make at your workplace. You may want to save this video for later and pass this on to someone who needs it. Number 1, never think your colleagues are your friends. They are not. They are just doing a job. When push comes to shove, they will save their skin and push you under the bus. Number 2, you should never reveal your personal life to your colleagues. Don't tell them your plans, your investments, or your next big move. Only a fool reveals secrets. Number 3, when you disagree with company policy, never share it with any of your colleagues. Keep it to yourself. Anything you share with your colleagues can and will be used against you. If you are not following, you are probably never going to see us again. If you are, then congrats. You are growing every day.
One day you will bury your mother. That day you will realize you lost the only woman who loved you unconditionally. Here are 6 questions to ask your mother before she dies. 1. What's the story of how you chose my name? 2. What's your happiest memory of raising me? 3. What's something you've never told me but always wanted to say? 4. What's the hardest lesson life ever taught you? 5. What's one piece of advice you wish you had taken when you were younger? 6. What's one thing you hope I never forget about you? Mothers are the heart of the family, nurturing us with love, strength, and sacrifices we often take for granted. They are our greatest supporters, quietly shaping our lives in ways we may never fully understand. As life goes on, we forget to ask the questions that truly matter. So take time to speak with them now.
Simple solutions for complex feelings. If you're feeling unfocused, go for a run. If you're uninspired, read. If you're feeling upset, breathe. If you're burnt out, seek nature. If you're feeling tired, go for a walk. If you're lonely, pray. If you feel like giving up, remember a time you succeeded. Make choices that reflect your hopes, not your fears. There's no wrong time to take action. Your legacy is being written by you. Your quality of life is built by the quality of your decisions. Make the right decisions.
You can have 1,000 problems in life until you have a health problem, and then you only have one. Everything else, money, relationships, stress, fades away in the shadow of it. Suddenly the things you once worried about seem so small because nothing else matters when your body or mind is screaming for help. Health isn't just something you have, it's everything. It's the ability to wake up and feel alive, to move freely, to laugh without pain, to breathe without struggle. But we take it for granted, don't we? Until it's gone, we don't truly understand how precious it is. When your health is compromised, every little thing becomes harder. Dreams get put on hold, happiness feels distant, and life's colors start to fade. That's why taking care of yourself isn't a luxury. It's an act of love, a gift to your future self. Because when you're healthy, you can face anything. Without it, even the smallest battles feel impossible. Don't wait to lose it to realize its value. Treasure it now, while you still can.
5 sentences that will make you rethink your life. 1. Happiness is not the absence of problems. It's the ability to deal with them. 2. Feeling sad after making a decision doesn't mean it was the wrong decision. 3. You're not stressed because you're doing too much. You're stressed because you're doing too little of what makes you feel most alive. 4. The lesson you struggle with will repeat itself until you learn from it. 5. Never regret a day in your life. Good days give happiness. Bad days give experience. The worst days give lessons. And the best days give cherished memories. Be so confident in God's plan that you don't even get upset when things go wrong. Just follow His plan.
Spend time with the mad ones, the ones who question, the ones who create, the ones with genius and insanity that both scares and delights. They're addicted to the impossible. They're seduced by risk. They're playing reality like a game that only they can play. The mad ones are the chosen ones. They push, they attract, they drag others towards their future. They crawl inside you, show you who you are and who you actually could be. In a mad world, the mad are the only sane ones left.
I'm slowly learning that even if I react, it won't change anything. It won't make people suddenly love and respect me. It won't magically change their minds. Sometimes it's better to just let things be. Let people go. Don't fight for closure. Don't ask for explanations. Don't chase answers, and don't expect people to understand where you're coming from. I'm slowly learning that life is better lived when you don't center it on what's happening around you, and center it on what's happening inside you instead. Work on yourself and your inner peace.
Imagine getting bitten by a snake, and instead of helping yourself recover from the poison, you chase the snake and try to find out why. You try to prove to the snake that you didn't deserve to get bitten. We often dwell on the source of our pain, seeking validation or answers from those who hurt us, rather than focusing on healing ourselves. In doing so, the poison continues to spread, causing more harm. True healing begins when we stop seeking explanations from the outside and turn our attention inward to recover and grow. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. The longer you hold on to it, the more you end up hurting yourself. Forgive, not for them, but for ourselves. This doesn't mean we condone the hurt. It means we choose peace over pain, growth over grudges.
In one experiment, several snakes were placed in a small room with babies. The terrified parents had to watch their kids from another room, unable to do anything. But surprisingly, the babies weren't afraid at all, and some even tried playing with the snakes. Scientists believe we're only born with two fears: heights and loud noises. Everything else is learned along the way. This experiment proves that fear is often an illusion. It holds you back, stops you from making decisions, and keeps you from taking the risks necessary for growth. Don't let a conditioned mindset control your life. Fear is nothing more than a story we tell ourselves. So challenge yourself and step into the unknown.
You know what your problem is? You're smart. Too smart. You overthink because your mind moves at 1,000,000 miles a minute. You're sad because you're not fooled by the world like everyone else. You don't get along with most people because they just don't look at things the way you do. You think you're dumb because you're smart enough to know you don't know everything. Your problem is you're too smart, and happiness in intelligent people is one of the rarest things I know.
Dear Mom, I'm so happy that I have such an incredible and strong mother like you. You've taught me kindness, self-confidence, and to always believe in myself. These lessons have crafted and molded me into the person I am today, and the person I am becoming. I am sorry for the times that I may have made you worry, but thank you for never turning your back on me. What you have gone through to raise me is beyond what I will ever know. How can someone have such a big heart? Thank you for what you've done and continue to do. I love you. Repeat after me. I love you, Mom.
You buy a house, don't tell anyone. You buy a new car, don't tell anyone. You get married, don't tell anyone. You go on vacation, don't tell anyone. You pursue a training, don't tell anyone. You get promoted, don't tell anyone. 99% of the time, the reason our dreams don't come true when they should is that we open our mouths too early to the wrong people at the wrong times. We make the mistake of sharing our successes with people who claim to be friends. Remember, envy and jealousy are enough for people to feed off you and tear you down. So shut your mouth. Most of your friends want to see you succeed, but never better than them. And don't forget, even family members can harbor hidden envy, but they can't stop what God has planned for you. Leave us a thank you in the comments to support us. And don't forget to save this video now so you don't lose it. That way, you can listen to it again later. Take care of yourself.
There are 4 people that you need to forgive if you're really serious about changing your life. 1. Your parents. You must absolutely forgive them for every mistake they ever made in bringing you up. 2. Your ex-partners or spouses. 3. Everyone in your life who has ever hurt you in any way. Clean the slate, forgive and forget. The 4th and final person you have to forgive is yourself. Stop carrying past mistakes around with you. That was then, but this is now.
Welcome to our 21st century, where our phones are wireless, cars are keyless, cooking is fireless, foods are butterless, dresses are sleeveless, people are genderless, youths are jobless, leaders are shameless, wives are fearless, children are mannerless, babies are fatherless, relationships are meaningless, nights are sleepless, feelings are heartless, attitude is careless. In fact, I am speechless. Everything is becoming less. But still our hopes are endless. If you don't share the video, the message is worthless.
Life is going to work out perfectly. All the right things are going to happen. All the right people are going to come. And all the wrong people are going to leave. You're going to have a beautiful home that brings you peace. And you're going to have a dynamic career that gives you purpose. You're going to wake up next to the love of your life and spill sweet words over morning coffee. You're going to have slow Sundays and wholesome holy days. Your art is going to be impactful, and you're going to be recognized for your devotion. You're going to travel and see the world, and you're going to encounter incredible people along the way. You're going to be seen for who you are, and appreciated for all that you do. Don't worry so much, my friend. Life is going to work out perfectly.
Do you know what happens after your funeral? In a few short hours, the crying will die down, and your family will be busy making arrangements for food or drink. Some of your relatives will start discussing current events over coffee, and some people will call your family to tell them that they can't make it in person because of an emergency. Your employer will begin to search for your replacement. In a few days, your children will go back to work because their bereavement leave has run out. In a month, your spouse will be watching a comedy on TV and start to laugh. You'll be forgotten at an astonishing pace. If people will forget you so easily, then who are you living your life for? You spent your whole life worrying about what people will think about you, and the sad truth is, they don't. So live your life for you. Remember, life is too short to be lived for others' approval. Embrace your true self and make your own happiness.
When you buy a used car, you will have to pay for all the damages caused by the previous owner. The previous owners will always remember the car when they see you drive it. They will tell their friends how they have driven the car up to 2,000 miles. And they will tell their community how many years they have been riding that car. They will never forget how they used the car until they got tired and sold it to another owner who used it and sold it to other users until it got turned. Remember, previous users can still have access to the car. My advice for you is to get a new car and enjoy a first-hand premium package. Decode the message. Be wise. You will never hear my voice again, but if you do, congratulations. You are growing every day.
Here are 15 places you must visit before you leave this world. 1. Christmas in New York. 2. Cherry blossom season in Japan. 3. Summer on the French Riviera. 4. Autumn in Edinburgh, Scotland. 5. Winter in the Swiss Alps. 6. Whale watching in Iceland. 7. The Northern Lights in Norway. 8. Carnival in Rio de Janeiro. 9. Sunset on the beaches of Bali. 10. Safari in Kenya. 11. Tulip fields in the Netherlands. 12. Floating markets in Bangkok. 13. The Sahara Desert and a safari adventure. 14. The beaches of the Maldives. 15. The Great Wall of China. Also remember the words of St. Augustine, "The world is a book, and those who do not travel read only one page." Set a goal to see all these places with your own eyes. Share this video with someone you'd love to travel with. If you're not following, you're probably never going to see us again. But if you are, then congratulations, you're growing every day.
When God is about to bless you, you'll go through 3 stages. The first stage, you hit rock bottom. In life, there are moments of despair when it feels like things can't get any worse. But in those moments, God is near, waiting for you to turn to Him. The second stage, self-reflection. The key to getting out of this situation is understanding why you ended up there. God won't just pull you out because He's God and you asked, "Father, help me." No, He will pull you out when you realize, why am I here? What do I need to learn? What should I change? The third stage, tears and true repentance. This is the time of heartfelt repentance that will eventually bring you true joy. As it says in the book of Psalms, those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy. Later you'll look back on this time, not with pain but with gratitude, because God led you through this season, helped you heal, grow, and come closer to Him. We have content that helps you become 1% better each day. If you're willing, just take a look. Have a good life, my friend. Hope to see you again.
Never harm your mother, not with words, not with anger, not with silence. You owe her more than you'll ever repay. She's the only one who loved you before the world even knew you existed. Can you comprehend that kind of power? She carried your weight for months, felt your every move, and tore herself apart to bring you into this world. And what have you done? Chased your glory, pursued your dreams, but what about her? Have you ever stared into her eyes? and felt the silent prayers, the fears she never speaks aloud, those lines on her face. They aren't just age. They're the scars from battles you will never understand. She fought for you every single day. So remember this. She's not just the woman who gave you life. She's the shield that stood between you and every danger, the keeper of your soul.
This is the difference between men and women. Men need appreciation, and women need understanding. Men need respect, and women need love. Men need trust, and women need attention. Men need encouragement, and women need reassurance. Men need loyalty, and women need devotion. Men need purpose, and women need creation. These differences are not a source of division, but a testament to the richness of human experience.
You can have 1,000 problems in life until you have a health problem, and then you only have one. Everything else, money, relationships, stress, fades away in the shadow of it. Suddenly the things you once worried about seem so small because nothing else matters when your body or mind is screaming for help. Health isn't just something you have, it's everything. It's the ability to wake up and feel alive, to move freely, to laugh without pain, to breathe without struggle. But we take it for granted, don't we? Until it's gone, we don't truly understand how precious it is. When your health is compromised, every little thing becomes harder. Dreams get put on hold, happiness feels distant, and life's colors start to fade. That's why taking care of yourself isn't a luxury. It's an act of love, a gift to your future self. Because when you're healthy, you can face anything. Without it, even the smallest battles feel impossible. Don't wait to lose it to realize its value. Treasure it now while you still can.
In a relationship, there are 3 stages. In stage 1, all the beautiful words and actions appear. There are no problems and everything is going well. This is the time when both partners feel energetic and excited about the future. Stage 2 is where the difficulty begins. You start to notice each other's imperfections and argue about even the smallest, most trivial things. At this point, some couples may feel disheartened and consider giving up. However, this stage can be overcome if both partners are willing to work through the issues together. It's in this stage that the foundation of understanding begins to form. Then there's stage 3, the most beautiful stage. This is where real love emerges. You have learned to solve problems without shouting or arguing. You understand how to treat each other with respect and compassion. You recognize each other's strengths and vulnerabilities, and your bond deepens as you grow together. This is where you truly get to know and appreciate the depths of your love.
The next millionaire is watching this video, and you're here for a reason. You have huge amounts of money coming your way. As you watch this video, visualize the life you desire. Know that you are worthy of success. Now here's where the magic happens. Press the share button, and the first person to appear will be a woman. Share this video with her, and together you'll amplify this energy. Remember, karma is real. What you put out into the world comes back to you. The universe is conspiring to send you a message of wealth and prosperity. Save this video right now to anchor your intention. Your thoughts are powerful, and as you save, you're sending a signal to the universe that you are ready for a financial breakthrough, and it's time to claim the abundance that the universe has in store for you.
Here's how you know that you have a true friend. There's a simple way to know if you got a true friend in your corner. Isabel Allende said it best. True friendship withstands time, distance, and silence. If you got these 3 things, you got a ride or die. Number 1, a true friend is a friend for life. You both grow, evolve, hit different stages, but you still rock with each other through it all. It's not about always being on the same wave. It's about respecting each other's journey. Number 2, you don't got to be in the same place. Real friends, they support you, even from a distance. Maybe you move away, maybe they start chasing different dreams, and that's all good. You want them to win just as much as you want to win yourself. And number 3, probably the most important one, you don't need to be talking every day. Sometimes you'll go weeks, months without chopping it up. But when you do, it's like you never missed a beat. That's how you know it's real. If you got people like that in your life, hold on to them. That's rare.
If you're going to date me, we have to agree to these 7 rules. Number 1 is, we will never go to bed mad or sleep on the couch, because the reality is, we don't even know if we wake up next morning. Number 2, I want at least 1 date night per week, because that's just good for each other's mental health. Number 3, let's not be susceptible. That pollutes a relationship and breaks good communication. So let's just tell each other everything straight, even if it hurts. Number 4, we are not allowed to yell at each other. We can disagree, but not yell. We could easily lose each other from each other's traumas and anger. Number 5, if one of us is going through a harder phase or showing weakness, the other has to step up and be the stronger one in the relationship. Number 6, how about we always agree in public? We can disagree later in private, but not in front of others. Bad people feed themselves off our differences. I don't want that. And finally, number 7, which is probably the most important for me. Let's always say I love you to each other, and especially show it, because I don't want to become simple roommates. Drop a 100 if you agree with me. Leave us a like and a follow if you loved the video. God bless.
Men love respect more than they love sex. A man will build castles for a woman who respects him, follows his lead, and is his biggest supporter. When a man feels truly valued, when his efforts are acknowledged, and his leadership is trusted, he will move mountains for the woman by his side. Respect fuels his ambition, strengthens his love, and makes him want to give her the world. A man who feels respected doesn't just provide, he protects, he uplifts, and he dedicates himself fully to the woman who stands by him. But when a man feels unappreciated, constantly questioned or taken for granted, his love begins to fade. No matter how strong his feelings are, disrespect slowly eats away at his desire to give, to protect, and to commit. A man doesn't need perfection. He needs a woman who believes in him, supports his vision, and stands with him through every storm. When he finds that, he won't just build castles. He'll make her queen of his entire kingdom.
Date the girl who wants everyone to know you're together, the girl who makes her feelings obvious to you, the girl who invites you to see her family, the girl who holds your hand in public so boys know she's taken, the girl who misses you when you're gone, the girl who is honest with you even if it's hard for her, the girl who makes plans with you, the girl who introduces you as her boyfriend, the girl who calls instead of texts, the girl who cares about how your day was, the girl who asks to see your beautiful face, not your news, the girl who talks to her mom about you, the girl who puts effort into your relationship, the girl who wants to take cute pictures, the girl who is loyal, the girl who loves you as deeply as you love her. Some people may say this is a lot to ask for, but it's simply respect, something everyone deserves. And there is saying that to love someone deeply gives you strength. Being loved by someone deeply gives you courage.
Every relationship is going to get boring after you've been with someone for a long time. Love isn't a feeling. It's a commitment to care for that person emotionally, physically, and spiritually every day, no matter how you're feeling at the moment. People nowadays are so quick to throw away a whole relationship just because things got tough. That's not how it's supposed to work. A solid relationship takes time, work, and effort. It's not always going to be sunshine and daisies. Happiness is just a feeling, and feelings are temporary. If it's real, you'll love them no matter what you're feeling. Be the start of something new in your relationship. When they make it a pain in the arse to love them anyways, because you're going to want them to love you when you're making it a pain in the arse. You want to be loved unconditionally, right? You got to show unconditional love. Don't be an idiot. Love is an act of will that requires constant effort on our part. It is not enough to simply love our partner. We have to take the time to make them feel loved too.
If meeting me was the worst thing in your life, I'm truly sorry. It was never my intention to cause you pain or regret. My hope was always to bring joy, support, and positivity into your world, not to add to your struggles. If I've fallen short of that and caused you any distress, it weighs heavily on me. I understand that life can be unpredictable, and sometimes, despite our best efforts, things don't turn out as we planned. If our time together has brought you more hurt than happiness, I deeply regret it. Please know that my feelings for you were genuine, and the last thing I wanted was to be a source of anguish in your life. All I can do now is offer my sincere apology and hope for your forgiveness. I wish for you to find peace and healing, and if there's anything I can do to make amends, please let me know. My goal was always to be a positive influence, and I'm sorry if I failed to be that for you. The difference between a good girl and a woman. A girl will say, I don't care if we break up. A woman will say, let's fix this. I don't want to lose you. A girl will say, I didn't text or call because you didn't text or call me. A woman will text or call many times to see if you're okay. A girl will show no emotions, while a woman will tell you when something is wrong, communicating her uncertain feelings. A girl will say, but I've known him before you. A woman will say, I've just blocked him so you don't overthink. A girl will say, I need a guy best friend to talk about my problems. A woman will say, I don't need a guy best friend because I have you. A girl will say, I'm independent. You don't need to open the door for me. A woman will allow him to open the door so he feels like he's doing his job as a man. If meeting me was the worst thing in your life, I'm truly sorry. It was never my intention to cause you pain or regret. My hope was always to bring joy, support, and positivity into your world, not to add to your struggles. If I've fallen short of that and caused you any distress, it weighs heavily on me. I understand that life can be unpredictable, and sometimes, despite our best efforts, things don't turn out as we planned. If our time together has brought you more hurt than happiness, I deeply regret it. Please know that my feelings for you were genuine, and the last thing I wanted was to be a source of anguish in your life. All I can do now is offer my sincere apology and hope for your forgiveness. I wish for you to find peace and healing, and if there's anything I can do to make amends, please let me know. My goal was always to be a positive influence, and I'm sorry if I failed to be that for you.
Did you know that women need at least one hug a day to maintain their health? Scientific studies have shown that women should be hugged as often as possible. Hugs lower blood pressure, support heart health, and can boost the immune system. Hugging a loved one releases dopamine and serotonin. Hug the women who matter to you. They will be healthier and happier. If your husband isn't the most annoying person you've ever met in your life, are they really your husband? Think about it. If he doesn't drive you crazy sometimes, can you even call it marriage? A real husband knows how to push your buttons like no one else. It's those little annoyances that make the relationship real. He might leave his socks everywhere, forget to take out the trash, or snore like a freight train. But that's part of the package. Those quirks, those moments of pure frustration, they're a sign he's comfortable with you. He's not putting on a show, he's being his true self. And in the middle of all the annoying habits, there's love. He might annoy you, but he's also the one who makes you laugh, who holds you when you cry, who's there through thick and thin. So next time he's driving you up the wall, remember, it's a sign of a real, raw, honest relationship. You wouldn't trade those annoying moments for anything, because they're part of the crazy, beautiful journey you're on together. Embrace the annoyances. They're proof you've found your person. If you have a crazy husband like this, tag it in the comments. God bless.
Denzel Washington once said,
If you're rejected, accept it. If you're unloved, let go. If they choose someone or something over you, move on. Not everyone you love will stay. Not everyone you trust will be loyal. I don't care about losing people who don't want to be in my life anymore. I've lost people who meant the world to me, and I'm still doing just fine. Do not follow the majority. Follow the right way. You can feel it when someone is not being real with you. Energy never lies. Always speak how you feel, and never be sorry for being real. Give people time. Give people space. Don't beg anyone to stay. Let them roam. What's meant for you will always be yours. I feel so much better when people don't know where I am and what I'm doing. You may not be able to control every situation and its outcome, but you can control your attitude and how you deal with it. Do good. It will come back to you in unexpected ways. Be happy with what you have while working for what you want. Remember that some things have to end for better things to begin.
In 50 years, you'll probably be dead. They'll bury you and sell all your stuff. but your kids will still be around. And their kids too. They won't remember the toys you bought them, or the possessions you left behind. They'll remember you. They'll remember how you made them feel. They'll remember the values you taught them. They'll remember how much you loved them. Chase purpose, not things.
Never make a female best friend, because one day she will leave you without telling the reason. One day, the late-night conversations, the inside jokes, the deep talks will fade into silence, and you won't even know why. You'll replay every moment, searching for an answer, wondering what changed, but you'll never get one. Maybe she found someone new. Maybe she outgrew the bond you thought was unbreakable. Or maybe she just decided that you no longer fit into the life she's building. And the hardest part? You'll have to accept it without closure, without an explanation, without a chance to make things right. Friendships aren't supposed to end that way, but sometimes they do. And when they do, you'll realize that not everyone who walks into your life is meant to stay. So cherish the moments.
The youngest child is often the strongest in the family. People assume they have everything they need, that they're carefree, spoiled, or that life has always been easier for them. But they forget the youngest carries a quiet weight too. They're expected to just go with the flow, to adjust, to take what's left without complaint. Their struggles are dismissed, their feelings overlooked. But the youngest children feel deeply. They see the cracks in the family no one else wants to acknowledge. They watch everyone leave one by one. And when the house gets quiet, they're the ones who stay behind, holding it all together. So to the youngest, thank you for your patience, for your strength, for the love you give, even when it goes unnoticed. You matter more than you know. You're not just the youngest, you're the glue that holds everything together. And no matter how unseen you may feel, sometimes your role is irreplaceable. You are irreplaceable.
Things I want to know, but I'm afraid to ask. Do I make you happy, or are you just pretending to accept me the way I am? Do you really mean everything you say to me? Am I ever a part of your plan in life, or am I just a passenger? Would losing me hurt you? If you need help, do you count me as someone you can turn to? These questions have been lingering in the corners of my mind. Though they may be difficult to voice, they stem from a place of genuine curiosity and vulnerability in the depths of my heart. I cherish our connection, and I want to understand the depth of your feelings too. I hope that we can have an open and honest conversation free from judgment or fear, because I believe that true intimacy is born from sharing our innermost thoughts. I value what we have and want it to grow stronger with each passing day, built on a foundation of trust and authenticity. You mean the world to me, and knowing the answers to these questions would provide me with the reassurance and clarity I seek. It's not about doubting your love or commitment, but rather about nurturing our bond and ensuring that we are both on the same page. Together, we can navigate any uncertainties and emerge even closer with a love that is unbreakable.
The real truth about being a 90s kid. We were mischievous but respectful. We were the last generation that grew up without social media. We played outside morning, noon, and night. This was our time to come in. No phones for parents to ring us. We watched what was on television or video. We didn't have the choice of picking anything we wanted. We used our imagination and made games out of anything. We had great fashion. We just knocked on our friends' doors and waited to see if they were in. We had lots of sleepovers. Things were colorful. We had parties that didn't cost a fortune. A takeaway or a meal out was a treat, not the norm. Every picture wasn't Instagram perfect. We had fun with our friends without technology distracting us. You didn't hear about mental health issues. We were just told to stop being soft. We were the last generation to appreciate the little things.
Someone who really loves you is going to do these 10 things. Number 1, they're always going to want to text, call, or see you. Number 2, you're going to be the first person they miss when they wake up every morning. Number 3, they'll always ask where you're going and with whom, not to control you, but because they care. Number 4, no matter how busy they are, they'll always make time for you. Number 5, they'll surprise you with little gifts, even when it's not a special occasion, just to see you smile. Number 6, they'll pay attention to the little details about you, like your favorite snacks or how you like your coffee. Number 7, they'll support your dreams and push you to be the best version of yourself. Number 8, when you're upset, they'll do everything they can to cheer you up or simply be there to listen. Number 9, they'll be proud to show you off and introduce you to the people they care about. Number 10, they'll stick with you through the highs and the lows, because real love is unconditional. Drop a heart if you know someone who does these things for you.
4 stages of elimination in life. 1. At 60, the workplace eliminates you. No matter how successful or powerful you were during your career, you'll return to being an ordinary person. 2. At 70, society eliminates you. The friends and colleagues you used to meet and socialize with become fewer, and hardly anyone recognizes you at your former workplace. 3. At 80, family slowly eliminates you. Even if you have many children and grandchildren, most of the time you'll be living with your spouse or by yourself. When your children visit occasionally, it's an expression of affection, so don't blame them for coming less often, as they're busy with their own lives. 4. At 90, the earth eliminates you. Some of the people you knew have already departed forever. At this point, don't be sad or mournful, because this is the way of life, and everyone will eventually follow this path. If you want to grow every day, this is the right time to join us on our journey to achieve greatness.
6 things you should never tell people. Number 1, don't tell people your plans. They will sabotage you. Number 2, don't tell people your weakness. They will use them against you. Number 3, don't tell people about your failures. They will always see you as a failure and never give you the opportunity. Number 4, don't tell people your next big move. Move in silence. Take action and shock them with your results. Number 5, don't tell people your secrets. Only a fool reveals secrets. Number 6, don't tell people your income or the source of your income. Always make them wonder.
God created the dog and said, "Sit all day by the door of your house and bark at anyone who comes in or walks past. For this, I will give you a lifespan of 20 years. The dog said, "That's a long time to be barking. How about only 10 years and I'll give you back the other 10? God agreed. Then God created the monkey and said, "Do tricks and make people laugh. For this, I'll give you a 20-year lifespan." The monkey said, "Tricks for 20 years. How about I give you back 10 like the dog did?" God agreed. Thereafter God created the cow and said, "You must go into the field with the farmer every day, have calves and give milk to support the farmer's family. For this I will give you a lifespan of 60 years. The cow said, "That's kind of a tough life for 60 years. How about 20 and I'll give back the other 40? And God agreed again. Then God created man and said, "Eat, sleep, play, marry, and enjoy your life. For this I'll give you 20 years. But man said, "Only 20 years. Could you possibly give me my 20, the 40 the cow gave back, the 10 the monkey gave back, and the 10 the dog gave back? That makes 80, okay?" "Okay," said God, "you asked for it. So that is why for our first 20 years we eat, sleep, play, and enjoy ourselves. For the next 40 years we slave in the sun to support our family. For the next 10 years we do monkey tricks to entertain the grandchildren. And for the last 10 years we sit on the front porch and bark at everyone." Life has now been explained to you.
Keep this in mind. If you have food in your fridge, clothes on your body, a roof over your head, and a place to sleep, you're richer than 75% of people in the world. If you have money to spend as you wish and freedom to go anywhere you want, you're among the top 18% of the world's wealthiest people. Furthermore, if you're alive today with more health than illness, you're more blessed than the million people who will not survive this week. Lastly, if you can read and understand this message, you're more fortunate than the 3 billion people who cannot see, cannot read, and cannot access the knowledge and information that surrounds us. Life is not for complaining about pain and sorrows. It's about prioritizing the countless other reasons to be grateful and happy. If you're not following, you might miss out on seeing us again. But if you are, congrats. You're on a journey of continuous growth.
7 things you shouldn't do too much.
1. If you speak too much, you will lie. 2. If you think too much, you will be depressed. 3. If you cry too much, you will lose your sight. 4. If you care too much, you will be taken for granted. 5. If you trust too much, you will be betrayed. 6. If you work too much, you will die of stress. 7. If you make up too much, you will lose your beauty. Don't be too much, because that too much can hurt you so much.
8 psychology facts about best friends. 1. If a friendship lasts longer than 7 years, psychologists say it will last a lifetime. 2. Never worry about losing a friend, because a real friend can never be lost. 3. Friendship is not about who you spend the most time with. It's about who you have the best time with. 4. A strong friendship doesn't need daily conversation. It doesn't always need togetherness. 5. Best friends are people who make your problems their problems, just so you don't have to go through them alone. 6. A true friend is someone who sees the pain in your eyes while everyone else believes the smile on your face. 7. Only a true friend will tell you to your face what others are saying behind your back. 8. Sometimes being with your best friend is all the therapy you need. Send this to your best friend and follow us for more.
They say when a woman is messing with more than one man, she gets mean to the one she's lying to. This is the truth. And she usually gets mean to the man she's been in a long, committed relationship with. Reason being, because she's cheating. She starts fights out of nowhere, tells him he's not good enough, and makes him feel like he's the reason the relationship is falling apart. All of this so she can disappear for hours or days and be with another man. Then eventually, she'll apologize or say what he wants to hear, just to get him back where she wants him. But make no mistake, it's only a matter of time before she does it again. And she will do it for as long as you allow her to. You deserve someone who's honest and loyal, not someone who manipulates your love. Stop letting her lies steal your peace. Set boundaries, walk away, and reclaim your worth. Your happiness should never depend on her guilt trips. The moment you stop accepting the disrespect, she'll either change or leave. Drop a 100 if you agree with me, and pass this on to someone who needs it. God bless you.
One day, I will delete all my social medias. No update. No one knows who I ended up with, or how many kids I have. No one knows which state I live in, the job I got. No one knows what's going on in my life. No one. That's the type of peace I am craving for. I can't wait.
5 people you should cut out of your life. Be careful with the last one. Number 1, the competitor. They might want to see you do well, but they surely don't want to see you do better than them. Number 2, the user. They will only love you as much as they can use you. As soon as you no longer give them what they want, they disappear. Number 3, the blamer. They make you feel guilty and never take responsibility. Their manipulation goes so far that you even start to believe you are to blame. Number 4, the complainer. They will steal your peace by complaining about the same things they aren't willing to change. Number 5, the abuser. They abuse your forgiveness, trust, and loyalty. They abuse everything you give them, and you will only realize it when they are no longer in your life. Think about that for a second. And remember, your well-being is important. Surround yourself with people who uplift you and bring positivity in your life. Don't be afraid to let go of those who drain your energy and hinder your growth. Your happiness and peace of mind are worth it.
Did you know that every woman goes through 4 distinct periods? The first is menstruation, which lasts from 1 to 7 days. During this time, women may experience irritability, a depressive mood, fatigue, pelvic cramps, and lower back pain. It's best to take it easy and avoid overloading the nervous system. Next comes the follicular phase, spanning from day 7 to day 14. This period brings renewed interest in life, optimism, and abundant physical energy. Women often feel like working actively, being creative, and engaging in intense physical activities. Then, ovulation occurs between days 14 and 21. There's a surge in estrogen, and sexual desire increases. It's a time when one might feel like floating on air and reveling in the embrace of a loved one. The final period is the luteal phase, lasting from day 21 to day 28. This period is notorious for premenstrual syndrome. Energy levels drop, mood swings are common, tearfulness and food cravings set in. Women might feel like lying down and crying, and there's a craving for all kinds of junk food. God created sex. The world created the erotic industry. God created love. The world created hookup culture. God created nature. The world created video games. God created forgiveness. The world created resentment. God created food. The world created processed food. God created water. The world created soda. God created honey. The world created artificial sweeteners. God created connection. The world created cell phones. God created prayer. The world created antidepressants. God gave us everything we need. So ask yourself, whose version is better? If you're not following, you're probably never going to see us again. But if you are, then congratulations, you're growing every day. The married ones are thinking of divorce, while the unmarried ones wish to be married. The unknown crave fame, while the famous just want privacy. The young want to grow old, while the old wish they could turn back time. The poor want to become rich, and the rich spend their nights wishing for the peace they lost chasing wealth. You see, the grass always seems greener, but nothing grows without watering what's already yours. The truth is, no one has it all, but everyone has enough. If only they stopped and took a moment to see it. We have content that helps you become 1% better each day. If you're willing, just take a look. Have a good life, my friend. Hope to see you again.
7 things poor people do that the rich don't. 99% of people never fix number 7 and they stay broke. So make sure to watch till then. 1. Poor people watch TV and rich people read books. You can tell a lot about someone by how many books they read a year. 2. Poor people get paid for time. Rich people get paid based on results. 3. Rich people take responsibility for their actions. Poor people blame everyone but themselves. 4. Poor people focus on saving. Rich people focus on investing. 5. Rich people learn continuously. Poor people get comfortable. 6. Poor people believe money is the root of all evil. Rich people believe being poor is the root of all evil. And lastly, 7. Poor people have lottery mentality. Rich people have an action mentality. Nothing happens by accident. The rich know if they want something to happen, they need to make it happen. Drop 100 in the comments if you agree. Then hit the follow button because this account is for you.
If your father is still alive, then watch this. 8 questions to ask your dad before it's too late. 1. When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up? 2. What is your biggest regret? 3. What was your biggest fear as a kid? What about as an adult? 4. What is your favorite gift you've ever been given? 5. Which family member had the biggest impact on you? 6. If you could go back, what is something you would have done differently in your past? 7. What is the biggest lesson you have learned about life that you want your kids to know? And finally, 8. What is one thing that you want me to remember after you're gone? If you haven't joined family, you're probably not going to see us again. But if you have, congrats. You're growing every day.
Women cheat more than men. 5 undeniable truths about men and women. 1. A woman can love you from the core of her heart and still marry a man who is better than you. It's a harsh truth that many women won't accept. 2. When you buy a used car, you have to pay the price for the damage done by others. This isn't just about cars. 3.
How many beautiful women will you find in your nearest mall? Many. But men of value, you are rare. You are the prize, but you are not born as a prize. You have to become one. 4. Drama destroys a woman, but builds a man. That's why her past matters, but his doesn't. It's not him, it's nature. 5. Men come back because they genuinely miss the beautiful thing they had with a woman. Women come back because they failed to replace the man. If you agree, comment unbeatable and be a real man.
If you choose a working woman, you have to accept that she can't handle the house full time. If you choose a housewife who can take care of you and manage the home completely, you need to accept that she doesn't make money. If you choose a submissive woman, you must accept that she depends on you. If you choose to be with a brave woman, you must accept that she is tough and has thoughts of her own. If you choose a beautiful woman, you have to accept that she has expenses too. If you choose to be with a great woman, you must accept that she is tough and firm. No woman is perfect. A woman has her own good thing that defines who she is and makes her unique. Drop a 100 in the comment if you agree.
15 ways to keep your relationship strong and healthy. 1. Never talk about breakups. 2. Don't say you're okay when you're not. 3. When you say sorry, you have to mean it. 4. Forget about your pride and ego. 5. Don't ever compare your past with your present. 6. Give your partner space. 7. Recognize that all relationships have their ups and downs. 8. Resolve arguments together. 9. Make your partner a priority. 10. Don't argue over money. 11. Share your thoughts with each other. 12. Focus on the positives. 13. Respect each other, even when arguing. 14. Set goals as a couple. 15. Trust, support, and be honest with each other.
The strongest relationships are the ones that start over. Let me explain. When things fall apart, it's easy to walk away, but restarting takes real courage. It's not about pretending nothing happened. It's about acknowledging the mistakes and deciding to rebuild. Relationships lose their spark when trust fades or when communication stops. But here's the thing. If two people are willing to fight for it, anything can be fixed. Starting over means learning to forgive not just your partner, but yourself too. It's about rekindling the friendship, reigniting the passion, and building a new foundation. You can't go back to the way things were, but you can create something even stronger, something based on lessons learned and mutual respect. The truth is, restarting isn't weakness, it's growth. It's saying, I see your flaws and I'm still choosing you. It's hard work, but the best things in life always are. So if you're considering the restart, don't let fear stop you. Believe in second chances, and if this hit home, drop 100 and hit that follow. Let's build better connections together.
3 things a man needs from his woman, not 20, not 50, just 3 things. Let me explain. Number 1, be his peace, not his stress. Now let me break this down. We're out there every day, fighting battles, at work, in life, wherever. And when we come home, we don't want to be battling there too. Home should be where we recharge. So bring some calmness, bring some grace, a little understanding. You do that and watch him start opening up, starting to relax around you. I'm telling you, that's how it works. Number 2, y'all, respect. Yes, ma'am, I said it. Men gotta feel respected. It's in our DNA. And I don't just mean lip service, I mean show it. When you trust our decisions, believe in our leadership, you make us feel like we can take on the whole world. But look, we know we gotta earn it too. All right, so we step up, we put in the work. And number 3, intimacy. Now, this isn't just about physical stuff. No, we want to feel wanted, appreciated. So when you put in that little extra effort, let me tell you, we feel that love and we love you even more for it. If you agree, drop 100, then hit the follow button, because this account is for you.
The most important relationship you can have is with your siblings. Our parents leave too soon, and our partners come later in life. But the only person who has been there from the beginning and stays until the end is your sibling. They're the only one who has seen every version of you, your purest childhood self, your rebellious teenage years, your adult struggles, and your older, wiser self. They're the only person who will truly understand what it feels like to grieve your grandparents, your mother, and your father. Siblings are one of the most important relationships you will ever have.
Have you ever noticed that after a breakup, the loyal one often stays single until they heal, while the cheater is already in another relationship? The loyal one is completely invested, and that's why when it's over, it takes them time to heal and grow. They don't just jump into another relationship because they are emotionally exhausted and need time to be alone. Cheaters, on the other hand, often need multiple partners to feed their ego. So they usually have someone else lined up to replace you as soon as the relationship goes bad. Do you think this is true? Share your thoughts in the comments and follow for more valuable content.
Every relationship is going to get boring after you've been with someone for a long time. Love isn't a feeling. It's a commitment to care for that person emotionally, physically, and spiritually every day, no matter how you're feeling at the moment. People nowadays are so quick to throw away a whole relationship just because things got tough. That's not how it's supposed to work. A solid relationship takes time, work, and effort. It's not always going to be sunshine and daisies. Happiness is just a feeling, and feelings are temporary. If it's real, you'll love them no matter what you're feeling. Be the start of something new in your relationship. When they make it a pain in the arse to love them anyways, because you're going to want them to love you when you're making it a pain in the arse. You want to be loved unconditionally, right? You got to show unconditional love. Don't be an idiot. Love is an act of will that requires constant effort on our part. It is not enough to simply love our partner. We have to take the time to make them feel loved too.
3 things about people who get angry very easily. Number 1, they have a good and kind heart. Beneath that fiery exterior is a soul filled with compassion. They are often more sensitive to emotions, which means they feel both the highs and lows intensely. This sensitivity can sometimes manifest as a quick temper, but it's rooted in their deep care for the world around them. Their anger is often a protective shield, guarding a heart that feels too much. Number 2, they love truly and wholeheartedly, but most people take them for granted. Their love is both fierce and unwavering. However, because they invest so much emotion into their relationships, they can become frustrated when they feel undervalued or overlooked by those they care about. Number 3, but once they dislike you, just forget about it, because they'll do it with passion and ignore your entire existence. It's a protective mechanism to guard their heart from further hurt. They may create distance, but it's important to remember that this stems from a place of self-preservation rather than spite. Drop a yes if you see yourself or your friend in this video.
One day you will bury your father, and that day you will realize you lost the only man who wanted to see you do better than him. Here are 6 questions to ask your father before he dies. Number 1, what's your happiest memory of us? Number 2, what were those first few days of fatherhood like? Number 3, what do you want or wish most for your kids? Number 4, when was the moment you felt most proud of me? 5, what's the nicest thing I've ever done for you? And number 6, what's the one thing you want me to always remember after you're gone? Fathers are our silent heroes, carrying the weight of the family on their backs, oftentimes not getting recognized or appreciated as they deserve. And as life moves forward, we often forget to ask the questions that matter the most. So take time out to speak with them now, because one day it's their wisdom, love, and presence that you'll miss the most, long after they're gone. Comment 100 to show love and appreciation for dads.
Here are the 6 rules that changed my life forever. Number 1, let it go. Never ruin a good day by thinking about a bad yesterday. Number 2, ignore them. Don't listen to other people. Live a life that's empowering to you. Number 3, give it time. With time, wounds can turn into wisdom. The lessons learned through hardship become guiding lights for the future. Remember to be patient with yourself. Growth takes time, and setbacks are a natural part of the process. Number 4, don't compare. The only person you should try to beat is the person you were yesterday. Number 5, stay calm. It's okay to not have everything figured out. Number 6, it's on you. You're the only one in charge of your happiness. Don't let others dictate life for you. Do what you're passionate about and give it your all. Drop a 100. If you watched this far, and if this video helped in some way, this account is definitely for you. Slow down and be patient with life. If you are looking for wealth, somebody else is looking for health. If you are looking for health, somebody else just died. Each time a new mansion springs from the earth, a new grave is dug below the earth. Each time you throw food into dustbin, someone else is looking for remnant to eat. For each smile on the planet, there's a drop of tear in another place on the planet. For each celebration of childbirth, there are tears of burial. Each time you urinate or drink water, remember, someone is using pipe for the same purpose. So always be thankful. Think of the goodness you have, rather than the vanities you long for. If you're not following me, you probably never hear my voice again. But if you are, then congratulations, you're growing every day.
If you're going to date me, we have to agree to these 7 rules. Number 1, we will never go to bed mad, because the reality is, we don't even know if we wake up next morning. Number 2, let's not be susceptible. That pollutes a relationship and breaks good communication. So let's just tell each other everything straight, even if it hurts. Number 3, we are not allowed to yell at each other. We can disagree, but not yell. We could easily lose each other from each other's traumas and anger. Number 4, if one of us is going through a tough time, the other will be there for support, not distance themselves. Number 5, we always agree in public. We can disagree later in private, but not in front of others. Bad people feed themselves off our differences. I don't want that. Number 6, let's always say, I love you to each other, and especially show it, because I don't want to become simple roommates. And finally, number 7, which is the most important for me. God must be the center and foundation of our relationship. Drop 100 if you agree with me. The mission is to inspire and improve people's lives. Join us on our journey.
We're all going to die one day. In 100 years, nothing will matter. The things we stress about today will be forgotten. Stop stressing about minor inconveniences. Don't let small setbacks ruin your day. Your car breaks down, but it's just a temporary problem. You're late for a meeting, but life goes on. We often worry about things that won't matter in the long run. A bad day at work, an argument with a friend, a missed deadline. These are all fleeting moments. Life is too short for unnecessary worries. Focus on what truly matters. Cherish your loved ones. Pursue your passions. Live your life to the fullest. Stress less about what others think. Don't get caught up in material possessions. Value experiences over things. Take risks and embrace opportunities. Appreciate the simple joys in life. Remember, we're all just passing through.
Listen carefully. If you get fat, people think you eat too much. If you lose weight, people think you're sick. If you dress well, you show off. If you dress simple, you're poor. If you're serious, you're boring. If you're funny, you're immature. If you speak your mind, you're rude. If you're single, people think you're lonely. If you're successful, you're arrogant. If you're struggling, you're lazy. If you're honest, people think you're naive. If you're dishonest, you're untrustworthy. No matter what you do in life, people will always criticize you. So do what fulfills you. If you're not following, you're probably never going to see us again. If you are, then congratulations. You're growing every day.
If your wife isn't the most wonderfully irritating person you know, is she really your wife? True marriage isn't polished. It's her hair clogging the shower drain, leaving half-drunk mugs everywhere, stealing blankets, and talking over your favorite show. Those quirks mean she's home, comfortable being herself. She'll eye roll when you quote that movie again. But she's also the first to laugh at your dumb jokes, hold you when life crashes down, and fight fiercely for you through every storm. That's the magic. You wouldn't trade her chaotic mornings or endless overthinking for sterile perfection. Because beneath the madness is your rock, your joy, your always. Annoyances fade. What remains? A love that's gloriously and messily real.
When a 60-year-old billionaire was asked how he became one, he said, "Rule number 1. If you don't come from a rich family must come from you. Rule number 2. Forget about the girls and focus on one woman. She'll help you achieve everything. Rule number 3. You will never be criticized by someone who is doing more than you. You will only be criticized by someone who is doing less than you. Rule number 4. A winner is just a loser who tried one more time. Rule number 5. People get really mad when you don't let them use you. Rule number 6. Never post your achievements. Post stupid stuff and jokes so they'll think you have no future. People hate progress. Rule number 7. When you become lazy, it's disrespectful to those who believe in you. Rule number 8. 6 months of hard work, consistency, focus, and discipline can change your life forever. If you're not following, you're probably never going to see us again. If you are, then congratulations, you're growing every day.
In 1994, Japanese scientist Dr. Masaru Emoto proved something extraordinary. Your words physically change the world around you. Dr. Emoto had students speak negative words like, "I hate you," and "You're a failure" to one set of water bottles. Another set was treated with kind, loving words like, "I love you," and "Thank you." After freezing the water and viewing it under a microscope, the results were astonishing. The water exposed to negativity formed chaotic, distorted patterns. The water blessed with positivity crystallized into breathtaking, harmonious shapes. Here's the mind-blowing part. Over 70% of your body is water. That means every word you speak is creating a ripple effect in your cells, shaping your energy, health, and even your reality. Speak love, speak gratitude, speak power into your life. If you watch this far, drop a 100. It shows you are part of the 0.01% who actually finish what they start.
Did you know that when dogs feel death approaching, they often try to leave your side? Not because they don't love you, but because they do. Veterinarians and grieving families have seen it again and again. Dogs crawl under beds, hide in closets, drag their tired bodies to quiet corners. Not to die alone, but to protect you from watching them go. It's instinct, ancient, the same one wolves carry. Don't let the pack see you fall. Don't bring the pain to the ones you love. Even in their last moments, they think of you first. Many people come home to find their dog curled in silence, in some hidden place, still trying to shield their favorite human from the heartbreak. That's what makes their loss so unbearable. They didn't just leave. They tried to make it easier for us. God really did bless dogs, with a love so pure that even their final breath was an act of protection.
When a person doesn't like you, they team up with another person who doesn't like you. And before you know it, there's a whole slew of people that hate you. But here's the thing. Those people who hate you or gossip about you, they don't even like each other. They're only gathered because of you. See how powerful you are?
You might not know this, but every 60 seconds in Africa, a minute passes. And in Japan, there is a legend that says, if you can't sleep at night, you are awake. Because when the sun goes down, it's night. In that silence, it's quiet until someone speaks. The future is tomorrow, but today is now. And if you walk far enough, you'll be somewhere else. The sky is only blue when you look at it during the day. To find your way, you must first be lost. To finish a meal, you must eat it first. But if you don't stop, you can't finish. If you hold your breath, you won't breathe. You can't forget something you remember. A circle never ends because it has no beginning. If you turn around, you'll see what's behind you. A mirror reflects what is in front of it. You can't read in the dark unless you turn on a light. The best way to find something is to stop looking for it. And if you've found the end of this video, you've found your wisdom. Share this wisdom with someone to join the movement.
Neurologists just discovered something that therapists have been hiding. Your brain literally rewires itself differently when you lose a dog versus a human. MRI scans show that losing a dog triggers brain activity identical to losing a child. But with one horrifying difference: it creates deeper neural pathways. Why? Because dogs access a part of your brain reserved for absolutely unconditional connections. Humans never activate this region fully, ever. Here's what the research found. Human relationships activate 147 neural pathways. Dog bonds activate 302 neural pathways, plus one pathway humans cannot create: unconditional acceptance. The darkest finding. Dogs release oxytocin, love hormone, in your brain at 5 times the rate humans do. When they're gone, you literally experience love withdrawal. People who've lost both say the same thing. I could breathe again after humans left. My dog took my ability to breathe with them.
The worst feeling for a man is when he tries to have a conversation with a woman about her behavior that hurts him every day, but instead of listening, she gets angry and turns the situation around on him and makes him look like he's the problem. He just wanted to be heard. He just wanted to feel understood. But instead he ends up questioning himself. He goes quiet, not because he's okay, but because he's tired of being unheard. It's not drama. It's not nagging. It's his heart asking for effort, for change, for care. A man will stop talking when he feels it doesn't matter. And once he stops, it's hard to get him back because silence is louder than any word he ever said. He needs love, not lectures. Empathy, not ego. Listen before he stops trying. Understand before he walks away. Because when he's done for good. Drop a 100 if you agree with me, and pass this on to someone who needs it. God bless.
Isn't it crazy how your best friend just showed up one day and suddenly your life became 10 times funnier, louder, and a whole lot more bearable? And just like that, they became the one person you never want to go through life without. They weren't planned, they weren't expected, but now you can't picture your life without them. They know your weirdest habits and your worst days. They've seen you cry, drunk text, overthink, overshare, and never once made you feel like too much. You have memories that feel like scenes from a movie, inside jokes no one else understands, moments that will stay with you for the rest of your life because they were there. They're the one person who can say one word and suddenly you're both laughing so hard you can't breathe. They've made the bad days survivable and the good ones unforgettable. And maybe you haven't said it lately, but your life wouldn't be the same without them. Send this to your best friend. Let them know they're one of the best things that's ever happened.
3 signs your husband is unhappy with you. Number 1, he's always on his phone. If your husband spends most of his time glued to his phone, constantly scrolling, watching videos, or texting, it's often a sign of emotional detachment. When a man feels disconnected at home, he looks for distractions, even if it's something as simple as his phone. Number 2, he only talks about work. When every conversation is about work, errands, or surface-level topics, and he avoids deeper conversations about life, love, or your relationship, it shows he's emotionally checked out. Happy husbands naturally want to share more than just tasks. Number 3, he doesn't go to bed with you. If he stays up late, sleeps in another room, or avoids going to bed at the same time as you, it's not just about being tired. It's a sign he's avoiding intimacy and emotional connection. Send this to your partner and follow us for more.
Your problem is simple. You get obsessed with people you're not even dating. You create this entire fantasy relationship in your head. You imagine conversations, futures, and connections that don't actually exist. You're living in a completely made-up world, while reality tells a different story. In real life, you're not together. You've never been together. There's no relationship. Yet here you are, completely head over heels, analyzing their every move, waiting for texts, planning your future together. You're investing all this emotional energy into someone who hasn't committed to you at all. You're giving relationship-level attention to someone who might be barely thinking about you. This pattern keeps repeating because you fall in love with potential, not reality. You fall for who they could be to you, not who they actually are. Stop doing this to yourself. It's not healthy. It's not real. In case you've forgotten, getting married doesn't mean you'll be happy every day. Your life won't be filled with endless joy and romance. Marriage is about sticking together, despite everything life throws at you. Some days, you'll laugh together. Other days, you'll argue over bills, work stress, or household chores. You'll experience amazing years when everything feels perfect, and tough years when you need to work harder on your relationship. Sometimes, one of you will be struggling and the other will need to be strong. Other times, you'll both face challenges, but you'll overcome them together. The goal isn't to be happy all the time. It's to work through problems together and support each other when life gets tough. Have you ever noticed that you only obsess over people who aren't fully available to you? The ones who don't text back for days, the ones who only show interest when it's convenient, the ones who keep you in that gray area between stranger and priority. When someone is consistent, reliable, and genuinely interested, you don't stay up analyzing their messages. You don't create elaborate theories about their feelings. This pattern isn't random. Your brain gets hooked on the unpredictability. The occasional attention feels like winning a prize, so you keep playing a game you're designed to lose. The relationships that consume your thoughts aren't actually the most meaningful. They're the most uncertain. The people you obsess over aren't necessarily the ones who matter most. They're the ones who offer the least clarity. What you call attraction might just be your brain mistaking anxiety for excitement. What feels like love might just be chasing validation.
Can a relationship really start over? Can two people with a past full of mistakes and hurt find their way back to love? The truth is, restarting isn't about going back. It's about building something new. Apologies alone won't solve it. Fix what's broken. Promises mean nothing without change. If you want to restart, both of you must be willing to grow, to let go of the past, to communicate better, to choose each other every single day. Trust takes time to rebuild. Love takes effort to renew. But if both hearts are ready, if both people are willing to put in the work, then yes, a relationship can start again, stronger, wiser, and more real than before. But ask yourself, are you both willing to change? Because a fresh start only works if both people are ready to do things differently this time.
The firstborn son carries a weight he never asked for. He was the first to be told to set an example, the first to be given responsibilities disguised as maturity. He grew up knowing that mistakes weren't an option, that weakness wasn't allowed. He learned to be dependable before he ever learned to depend on anyone. He carries that into adulthood, silently exhausted, constantly overextending. He works harder, takes on more, because slowing down feels selfish. He doesn't know how to ask for help, because no one ever showed him how. He's spent his whole life taking care of others, but deep down he wonders, who takes care of him? The firstborn son doesn't rest, because he was never taught he was allowed to. But here's the truth. He is more than what he provides. He is more than the expectations placed on him. And he deserves to live for himself, not just for the people who needed him to be strong.
Tell me what you love and I'll show you where to go. If you like eating, go to Turkey. If you like drinking, go to Czechia. If you travel for nightlife, go to Serbia. If you travel for history, go to Greece. If you're a student, go to Latvia. If you're retired, go to Portugal. If you want hospitality, go to Bosnia. If you want nature, go to Iceland. If you have money, go to Switzerland. If you're into cities, go to Poland. If you're into villages, go to France. If you're seeking romance, go to Hungary. And if you're willing to pay for romance, go to Netherlands. Set a goal to see all these places with your own eyes. Share this video with someone you'd love to travel with. If you are not following, you will never see us again. But if you are, then congratulations. You are growing every day. 3 things that can push a man away even if he loves you, no matter how special or beautiful you are. Number 1, raising your voice. Don't think shouting during arguments makes you stronger. It doesn't show power. It only confuses him. He starts seeing masculine traits in you, and that changes everything. Number 2, disrespect and sharp words. No man can thrive in a relationship where every word is met with 10 in return. If you constantly challenge him, insult him, or treat him like he's beneath you, he may stay physically, but emotionally, he's already gone. Men need respect, like women need love. Number 3, constant nagging. Timing matters. If he's overwhelmed or stressed and you choose that moment to pressure him, it won't go well. Be emotionally intelligent. Pay attention to his mood and know when to bring things up. Drop a 100 if you agree with me, and pass this on to someone who needs it.
Suddenly you're 25 and you're making your morning coffee, getting ready for work, coming home around 6 or 7, too tired to do much except make dinner, scroll on your phone and go to bed. Then you wake up and do it all again. And Friday comes, maybe you go out, maybe you're too tired, and then it hits you. How did everything pass by so quickly? You don't feel 25. When did you grow up? When did you stop being 15? And you feel nostalgic, and you wish you could go back to 15, which seems like it was just yesterday, but it's already been 10 years. Time passes by too quickly, and all you can do is reminisce. But this also means you'll one day miss today, being 25. So you try to enjoy it as much as you can, because you know there's an older version of you begging you to enjoy 25 a little more. The problem is you care too much. You're always the one giving, listening, loving. But the more you care, the more it hurts. The more you sacrifice yourself where it's not appreciated at, the more you're hurting yourself. You want to fix everything for everyone, but lost yourself in the process. Their problems become your burden. You bend until you break. You give everything, and yet it's never enough. It's okay to pull back, to choose yourself, even if it feels selfish. Caring isn't a weakness, but letting it destroy you is.
When someone asks if you've eaten, reply with, if you're inviting, I'm ready for another meal. When receiving compliments, don't just say, thank you, instead say, you're even better. If a guest says you've made too much food, respond with, it's not often you visit, so of course we must treat you well. When a leader praises your abilities, say, thanks to your excellent leadership, I didn't let you down. If a leader thanks you, instead of saying, no problem, respond with, you're too kind, feel free to call on me anytime. When praised, accept it graciously and offer a compliment in return, so both parties feel good. When faced with a difficult choice, skillfully suggest a third option to resolve the situation. If a customer says your product is too expensive, don't say, you get what you pay for, but instead reply, of course, quality comes at a price. With your status, I imagine you won't go for cheap items. While I can't offer a discount, I can guarantee the best quality and service. If you're not following, you will probably never hear my voice again. But if you are, congratulations, you're growing every day.
Being overweight is hard. Being physically fit is hard. Choose your hard. Being in debt is hard. Being financially disciplined is hard. Choose your hard. Working a 9 to 5 until you're 65 years old is hard. Starting a business is hard. Choose your hard. A careless life without God is hard. A life dedicated to God is hard. Choose your hard. You see, life is never easy. It's hard by nature. And the only thing you have to do is choose your hard. So choose wisely.
Your problem is simple. You get obsessed with people you're not even dating. You create this entire fantasy relationship in your head. You imagine conversations, futures, and connections that don't actually exist. You're living in a completely made-up world, while reality tells a different story. In real life, you're not together. You've never been together. There's no relationship. Yet here you are, completely head over heels, analyzing their every move, waiting for texts, planning your future together. You're investing all this emotional energy into someone who hasn't committed to you at all. You're giving relationship-level attention to someone who might be barely thinking about you. This pattern keeps repeating because you fall in love with potential, not reality. You fall for who they could be to you, not who they actually are. Stop doing this to yourself. It's not healthy. It's not real.
The teacher gave her students an assignment, asking them to share a story with the moral. Little Johnny raised his hand and said, "My parents once told me a story about morals." The teacher encouraged him to share, and Johnny began. So there was a little bird flying south for the winter. It was so cold that the bird froze and fell to the ground in a large field. While lying there, a cow came by and pooped right on top of it. Strangely, the frozen bird in the pile of cow poop began to feel warm and great. It laid there all cozy and happy and even started singing. Just then, a cat passing by heard the bird's song and went over to investigate. The cat discovered the bird under the pile of cow poop and promptly dug him out and ate him. The teacher was stunned and asked, "Dear God, what was the moral of that story?" Little Johnny replied, "Well, it teaches us some valuable lessons. Not everyone who shits on you is your enemy. Not everyone who gets you out of shit is your friend. And most importantly, when you're in deep shit, it's best to keep your mouth shut."
Women cheat more than men. Forgive undeniable truths about men and women. 1. A woman can love you from the core of her heart and still marry a man who is better than you. It's a harsh truth that many women won't accept. 2. When you buy a used car, you have to pay the price for the damage done by others. This isn't just about cars. 3. How many beautiful women will you find in your nearest mall? Many. But men of value, you are rare. You are the prize, but you are not born as a prize. You have to become one. 4. Drama destroys a woman, but builds a man. That's why her past matters, but his doesn't. It's not him, it's nature. 5. Men come back because they genuinely miss the beautiful thing they had with a woman. Women come back because they failed to replace the man. If you agree, comment "unbeatable" and be a real man.
For 2025, I wish for 5 things: health to pursue my dreams, strength for life's battles, motivation to reach my goals, serenity for uncertainties, and above all, to be closer to God. Life isn't always easy. Some days feel overwhelming, but I trust that God sees my struggles, collects my tears, and never abandons me. This new year, I want to walk with faith, trust more, and let God guide my steps. No matter the challenges, I believe with Him I can overcome anything. I declare 2025 as a year of health, prosperity, and abundant blessings. Let's spread hope and faith to make it truly transformative. Send this to someone special.
If milk gets bad, it becomes yogurt. Yogurt is more valuable than milk. If it gets even worse, it turns to cheese. Cheese is more valuable than both yogurt and milk. And if grape juice turns sour, it transforms into wine, which is even more expensive than grape juice. You are not bad because you make mistakes. Mistakes are the experiences that make you more valuable as a person. Christopher Columbus made a navigational error that made him discover America. Alexander Fleming's mistake led him to invent penicillin. Don't let your mistakes get you down. It is not practice that makes perfect. It is mistakes we learn from that make perfect. Don't be scared of mistakes. Bigger steps ahead. Just keep going. If you are not following us, you are probably never going to see us again. If you are, then congrats. You are growing every day.
Being overweight is hard. Being physically fit is hard. Choose your hard. Being in debt is hard. Being financially disciplined is hard. Choose your hard. Working a 9 to 5 until you're 65 years old, it's hard. Starting a business is hard. Choose your hard. A careless life without God is hard. A life dedicated to God is hard. Choose your hard. You see, life is never easy. It's hard by nature. And the only thing you have to do is choose your hard. So choose wisely. If an airplane is about to crash for any reason,
It's almost impossible for the passengers on board to survive. Whether it's business class or economy, passengers are not given parachutes. This is the reason over 100,000 people have lost their lives in plane crashes so far. But now, this could soon change, as an engineering team is working on detachable airplane technology. In this design, the airplane will be structured in such a way that in any emergency situation, the passenger section will detach from the rest of the plane. After this, with the help of 2 advanced parachutes, the passenger cabin can be safely landed on any water or land surface. In this way, passengers will be able to survive without any harm. What do you think about this design? Share your thoughts in the comments and follow for more valuable content.
So the truth about me is, I never fake care for anyone. When I choose to care, it's real, it's genuine, and it's because I want to, not because I expect something in return. I don't need anything from you to validate my actions or to make me feel like what I'm doing is worthwhile. What I give from my heart, without any hidden motives or strings attached. I believe in sincerity, in showing up for people because it's the right thing to do, not because I'm looking for something in exchange. That's just who I am. If I invest my time, my energy, or my love, it's because you matter to me. Plain and simple. I don't play games or pretend to care just to get something back. My feelings are honest, and my actions come from a place of true intention. So when I show up for you, when I offer my support or my kindness, know that it's real. I don't need anything in return. I just want to be there because I care. That's the kind of person I am, and that's how I choose to live my life.
No girlfriend, no problem. No boyfriend, no problem. But no cash, that's a big problem. Life can be fun without a partner, but when the money runs low, that's when things start to get real. Whether you're enjoying some solo time or hanging out with friends, everything feels better when your wallet's full. Drop a 100 if you agree, and follow us for more.
Date the girl who wants everyone to know you're together, the girl who makes her feelings obvious to you, the girl who invites you to see her family, the girl who holds your hand in public so boys know she's taken, the girl who misses you when you're gone, the girl who is honest with you even if it's hard for her, the girl who makes plans with you, the girl who introduces you as her boyfriend, the girl who calls instead of texts, the girl who cares about how your day was, the girl who asks to see your beautiful face, not your news, the girl who talks to her mom about you, the girl who puts effort into your relationship, the girl who wants to take cute pictures, the girl who is loyal, the girl who loves you as deeply as you love her. Some people may say this is a lot to ask for, but it's simply respect, something everyone deserves. And there is saying that to love someone deeply gives you strength. Being loved by someone deeply gives you courage.
In the 1990s, Japan's new high-speed bullet trains ran into an unexpected problem. As they entered tunnels at high speeds, they pushed the air forward, compressing it inside and forcing it out the other side with a loud boom that disturbed nearby residents. One of the engineers, who also happened to be a birdwatcher, noticed how kingfishers dive into water with barely a splash because of their long, streamlined beak. So they redesigned the train's nose to mimic the kingfisher's shape, eliminating the tunnel boom. Some of the smartest things you can do is look to nature. The answers are already there. The Creator designed them long before we asked the question. If you want more valuable and useful content, follow.
The billionaire in a private jet misses the old days. The millionaire in first class dreams of owning a jet. The businessman in a sports car wants to be a millionaire. The employee in an old car wishes for a sports car. The unemployed cyclist just wants a job and a car. The pedestrian wishes he had a bike. And then there's the paralyzed man who would give anything just to walk again. The terminally ill, whose only wish is to be healthy. You see, there's always another level, another thing to chase, another, if only, standing between you and happiness. But if you never learn to appreciate what you have, you'll spend your whole life chasing what's next, never realizing that someone else is dreaming of the life you already have. Happiness isn't in getting more, It's in learning to be grateful for what's already yours.